Hello, Missoula. God, it's good to see you. My name is Sam Forstag. I'm a wildland firefighter with the Forest Service, working at the smoke jumper base in town. And I'm vice president of our union, Local 60, covering over 700 hardworking civil servants from Darby to Sealy Lake to right here in Missoula. And I'm speaking here today as a private citizen, not in any official capacity as a federal employee, but I've been a wildland firefighter for 8 years, and I've got coworkers, friends who've broken their backs and died in their boots making $15 an hour as a federal employee. These are people who don't do it to get rich, but because they still know something about public service. And when I talk to my coworkers today, I hear a lot of people who are trying real hard just to hold on to hope. Because right now, the people who give their lives to public lands and public service are under attack. We're under attack by a bunch of people who've never had dirt underneath their fingernails, people who've never swung a tool, people who know about as much about the meaning of public service as they do about who's in their Signal group chat. People attacking our system of civil service and public lands so they can privatize the things we depend on in shameless pursuit of profit. We're facing attacks like the mass firing of probationary employees, most of whom, when it comes to the Montanans they came after in the Forest Service, were making less than $16 an hour. How is that for efficiency? Or attacks like the executive order coming after public sector unions that represent over 1 million public servants, like firefighters in the BLM, doctors at the VA, or the House budget plan passed last week, slashing Medicaid, slashing firefighters' retirement, and so much else, all that to pay for tax cuts for the rich. And it's a plan which our Congressman Ryan Zinke cast the deciding vote for. And amid all these attacks, I've started to get a familiar feeling. See smoke jumpers parachute into wildfires to fight them before they grow. And when it's just you and a few other people facing down flames with no one else for miles around, it can be tempting to feel overwhelmed or hopeless. And man, do they want us to feel overwhelmed and hopeless. But when you're 18 hours into a shift and that hotshot crew or that local engine shows up to help, they're not just bringing manpower or water, they're bringing the kind of hope you need to swing a tool or run a chainsaw just a little longer and stop that fire. And what we're facing today isn't a wildfire, but it's damn sure an emergency. What we're facing today is greed burning out of control. And somewhere I read that hope is a state of mind, not a state of the world. And when I see the 1,000 Montanas who rallied here in Missoula last month to defend public lands, or the 3,000 Montanans who rallied at the county courthouse last week to say hands off, or the many thousand more of us who are here today to say that we've had enough, I'm starting to feel the kind of hope it's going to take to fight this thing. So when they come after unions, we won't back down. We'll organize, like our friends, just like our friends are doing over on the Custer-Gallatin National Forest, the last non-union forest in Montana, who in just 2 days, on Friday, are starting their vote to unionize. And they're going to win. And when they try to scare civil servants who break their back for this country into silence, we'll keep speaking up because we know we're not alone. And when the billionaires and bot politicians try to burn it all down so they can buy it all up, we won't be overwhelmed. We'll band together because we're not scared or hopeless. We're mad. And we're ready to get to work. We're ready to get to work doing something about it. So I want to thank every one of you that showed up on a Wednesday for the hope that you bring. And thanks to Bernie and AOC and to local groups like the Montana Public Land Collective for their incredible organizing work. We're going to need a lot more of that. And with that, I'd like to introduce Tracy Stone Manning.